guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be about, can you grow your glutes at home? This is one of the most common questions I have had on all of my glute workout videos. I get emails about it, I get private messages about it, I get comments on videos, comments on Instagram posts as well. And I just thought it's about time I make a video about it because all the time I'm having to repeat the same answer. So in this video I'm going to talk about, can you grow your glutes at home, and then I'm going to give you some exercises that you can do at home to help grow your glutes or work out your glutes, because you're going to find out in this video whether it is actually possible to grow your glutes at home, whether you need to go to a gym. All those questions are going to be answered in this video. So if you're not subscribed already, don't forget to click the button below this video and subscribe. I really appreciate your support. As you can see, I am growing on YouTube, so I appreciate any of you who are subscribed already, or if you do subscribe today. And obviously if this video is helpful and you think it might help someone else, then share it with them. And if you've got any questions throughout the video, just comment below and I will always reply. I am also a personal trainer and nutrition coach. I do online programs, online coaching, so you can drop me an email, chloeinspires.coaching@gmail.com if you're interested. And also I am on Instagram at _chloeinspires_. So I have got my notes with me, so if you see me looking down at all, then I am just looking at my notes, because I always want to write things down because otherwise I will forget things that I want to say. So first of all, I'm just going to talk quickly about the glutes. So the glutes has three muscles in it. You've got the gluteus maximus, gluteus minimus and the gluteus medius. The gluteus maximus is the main muscle. To grow muscle, you need to be increasing volume over time. Volume is reps times sets times weight. So one of those things needs to be increasing. It can be sets, reps or weight over time, and you need to be tearing those muscle fibers for them to grow. Another terminology you may see thrown about is hypertrophy. So hypertrophy is the same thing. Basically hypertrophy is muscle growth. So those are the key things to be growing any sort of muscle, but obviously today we are talking about the glutes. For me, I grew my glutes in about a year and a half, so I'll put some transformation pictures on screen. If you are interested in all the exercises I've done to grow my glutes and how I did it, I've done a video on it called How to Grow Glutes. I will link that below. I'll also link my video on glute activation, which is called How to Grow Your Glutes Faster, which is also really important when working out your glutes. So that's my personal story. I did not grow my glutes at home. I went to the gym, I used weights, and I also was in a calorie surplus, which meant I could grow the muscle even faster, because it is more difficult to grow muscle in a maintenance and even harder if you're in a deficit. It's not impossible, but it's incredibly slow. It tends to be faster when you're in a surplus, and again, this word thrown around, bulking, and then you can cut the fat afterwards. That's sort of what I did. Again, it's all in that video and I'm not going to go into it now because that's not what this video is about. So the answer, the short answer, can you grow glutes at home, is yes, you can. However, you are very likely to hit a plateau a lot faster than you would if you're at the gym. In fact, you wouldn't hit a plateau at the gym, where it's very difficult to, because you can always increase something. The trouble with working your glutes out at home, and we're talking like body weight or with bands, obviously if you've got a home gym this is different, but we're literally talking about minimal equipment here. It is difficult because initially your muscle will grow because it's new exercises. You can obviously do more reps, you can use thicker bands and make it harder, but you're going to get to a point where that's it, you cannot increase it anymore. I mean, unless you want to sit there doing like 500 million squats, if you know what I mean. Whereas at the gym it's so much easier because you get to a point where your 10 reps of a squat are really easy. You just whack on some more plates and then it's harder. You're doing hip thrusts, you just increase the weights, you can increase the sets. It's a lot easier when you're in the gym than when you're at home. So yes, you can, especially at the beginning. Your glutes will grow, but you will plateau a lot faster, and the glute growth will also be slower. The way that if you are going to do this when you are training at home, I suggest trying to increase the volume, like I said at the beginning of this video, and the only way you can really do that if you're working out at home is increasing the reps and the sets over and over again. So you might have to do longer workouts, you're going to have to increase the reps, and it will get to a point where it's just going to be too easy for you. Like if I did a home workout and that's all I did, it would be so difficult for me to grow my glutes now, because I am so strong and I've been doing so much at the gym that just going back to body weight would be like a massive step backwards. So initially, yes, you can always start at home, but like I said, you will plateau a lot faster and it will be a lot slower for the glute development. So I want to give you some tips on if you are going to take this route and you are going to work out at home and try and grow your glutes at home, always concentrate on activating the glutes before you do your workout. I'm going to link below my whole glute activation video. I suggest you do all these exercises before you start your main workout. You want to make sure your glutes are firing, they're activated, ready for this workout. If you go straight into this workout and they're not activated, then it won't be as beneficial, and it's even more important, because you are working out at home, that you've got to make sure your glutes are activated. Some people struggle with this because in our lifestyle we do sit a lot, we work sitting down, and a lot of people don't activate their glutes throughout the day. It can lead to all sorts of issues like lower back pain, so activating your glutes is actually really important anyway. So that's my first tip, make sure your glutes are activated before you go into the workout. And obviously adding weight over time. Now, it's going to be difficult to add weight when you're at home. I mean, if you have got some small dumbbells, then obviously you can use them. It's not like you're going to have 100 kg floating about in your living room. It is very difficult in that sense, but obviously that is a tip that you will need to add weight over time, so you're going to get to a point where you probably will need to go to a gym. And the other thing is working them out about 3 or 4 times a week, doing different exercises. So obviously I'm going to give you loads of exercises in this video that you can do. So you need to put together a routine and try and do that 3 times a week. Once a week is not going to be enough. You can't work out your glutes once a week at home and expect a massive difference in a few months, because it's just not going to happen. Another tip is to use mini bands. So you'll see in this workout me using bands. I will again link those below as well, so you can go and buy them. I just got mine from Amazon. You can also use a slingshot band, which are quite good because they're not, they're fabric instead of plastic. And again, this just creates more resistance, so it's going to work the glutes even harder. So when you initially start, you might want to start without the bands and then add the bands as you progress, but they're really good for glute activation as well. So regardless, I'd get yourself some mini bands. Also supersets. So doing exercises back to back without any rest. So for example, you could do the squats straight into the lunges, rather than doing the squats, then resting, then doing lunges. So you could do squats, lunges, rest, and then do Bulgarian split squats and then hip thrusts back to back. So supersetting is a really good way to just get that extra glute burn and trying to get your glutes working more, because obviously if you're in the gym, you'd be able to add that weight, which you can't do at home. The tip is to stick to the compound movements. So, or not stick to, but make sure you've got compound movements within your routine. So that's like squats. You're not going to be able to do deadlifts, so squats and hip thrusts, things like that, rather than the accessory movements. An accessory movement is something like donkey kicks, where you're literally just using the glutes. Whereas with like squats, you are using the whole body to do that movement. So they're really good to make sure that you include compound movements in every workout you do from home when you're trying to train your glutes. The last tip I want to give is food. I think people forget this, but obviously you want to make sure that you are eating a good amount of calories, you're eating a good split of protein, fats and carbs, especially protein, because you are going to be breaking down those muscle fibres when you're training the glutes. And if you want to build them, you need to make sure you're having enough protein. It's going to be really difficult if you're deficient in protein to grow your glutes. So doing all this workout that I'm going to give you, and doing, you know, if you do go to the gym, then training as well, is almost pointless when you haven't got the diet sorted. Now, if any of you are struggling on what calories or macros you should be eating, just drop me an email, chloeinspires.coaching@gmail.com. I do charge, but I do a specialised document for you. It's all personalised. I can get information from you to then work them out what you should be having and give you the program that you need to be training your glutes. So if I, for example, you know, you're new and I gave you the program you need to be doing from home to grow your glutes, and then the calories and macro split you should be having, I can do all of that for you. So just drop me an email, chloeinspires.coaching@gmail.com. It is all linked below as well if you forget. That is really, really key, that you are eating good food. Make sure you're getting your fruits and vegetables in as well, because eating a bad diet is not going to help this process at all. It's hard enough as it is to grow your glutes at home. So then not eating well just makes it even more difficult. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put together loads of exercises for you, like as many as I can think of that you can do at home to grow your glutes. So this is not a workout, I'm just giving you all the exercises. I think there's about 20 or something, so don't do all these exercises in one workout. What I suggest you do is, from this 20 or whatever I'm going to give you now, I want you to pick 8 and then do 4 rounds of it, and that's your workout. Oh, and on each exercise do as many reps as possible. So as many reps as, like, let's just say it was squats, then move on to the next one, then move on to the next one, and then repeat it 4 more rounds. So it's like a circuit, and between each exercise, rest for a minute. If you want to, you can mix it up and do supersets. That's where you do an exercise back to back. So you could do squats into lunges, rest, like I said earlier, and then you could do kickbacks into hip thrusts and then rest, or just do each exercise, rest, etc. And then I want you to do this 3 times a week. So each workout, try and mix it up. These are the main movements you want to have. So try and get all of these exercises in every week and split it into 3 different sessions rather than doing it all in one session. So don't go into what I'm about to show you and think that's a workout routine. It's far too many. And don't forget also before this workout to do your glute activation. So I'm going to show you all the exercises now, and I'm going to do a voiceover for you as well and just sort of explain the exercises, what they are. I am wearing like different gym gear in each of them because I've basically taken them from a bunch of different workouts to put together for you, because I know that I've done all these exercises before in different workouts for my YouTube channel, so I've just put it all together for you to show you as many as possible that I can think of that you guys can do at home. So I hope that this helps you. Have a watch, maybe make a list of exercises you're going to do tomorrow or the next day from this, and keep this video saved on a playlist or watch later so you can always refer to it. So let's get on with the exercises.
So you want to start with a warm-up, so I suggest doing some star jumps and also jumping squats because they can help activate the glutes. And also make sure you do your glute activation after you've done your warm-up. So I suggest doing the warm-up for about 5 minutes and just make sure your muscles are nice and warm and your joints are warm, and then go straight into the glute activation. A whole video on it, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video. I will link that down below. So go check that out and do that after you've done your warm-up. I'm going to show you the exercises. Remember to pick about 8 exercises and do as many reps as you can and repeat the circuit 3 to 4 times. So the first one I've got here is walking, so crab walks. So make sure you've got a band around your thighs, and remember as many reps as you can. Then we're going on to single leg deadlifts. Now I have got a dumbbell here, so if you have got small dumbbells at home, then use one of these. If not, you can do it without a dumbbell or just some sort of heavy weight, like maybe a water bottle or something. And again, as many reps as you can on each leg.
Darling, I'm just so fed up with these expectations. They keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the...
Then we're going into glute bridges, banded glute bridges. So as many reps as you can with both feet flat on the ground. Remember to push through the heels as you come up. And then we're going to go into single leg glute bridges. So again, you can keep the band on. I just keep it on because it's easier. As many reps as you can on each leg. Again, make sure you're pushing through that heel, and your calf and thigh should be at about a 90-degree angle.
Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a perfect 10.
I'm just showing you here from a different angle on a different day when I trained, did the same exercise. So yeah, just to show you from a different angle. And now I'm showing you hip thrusts with some ankle weights. So if you've got dumbbells, use those. If not, ankle weights work just as well. So again, driving through the heels, as many reps as you can off a chair or a sofa. And then we're going into single leg hip thrusts. Ignore what it says on the screen, that was from the workout that I did in another video, but this is just showing you exactly what the exercise is like. So just make sure you've got that core nice and tight so you don't hurt your back.
Live inside the upside down.
I'm now showing you frog pumps. So I'm just pointing at my glutes here to show you to squeeze as you push up. So use only the glutes to come up. Make sure that your core is nice and tight and that it's flat. And if you can see there, I'm showing you to tuck your pelvis under and then push up from there, not to round your back like this. that's why I'm pointing my fingers, to have the pelvis tucked under and then push up from there. Again, as many reps as you can. I'm now showing you single leg squeezes, so as many reps as you can on each leg, and then you're going to go into both legs at the same time, as many reps as you can. Then I'm going into lying hamstring curl. So what you want to do is pop a dumbbell or a heavy water bottle or something, an ankle weight, between your ankles, lie flat on the ground, and then use your hamstrings and your glutes to pull all the way up towards your bum. Again, as many reps as you can.
Oh, you make me wanna talk back to you. Say it like that. If I hate you, then find someone new. Baby, but you know I never will. No, so I choke you down just like a pill.
Then we're going into weighted ankle kicks. So if you've got ankle weights at home, you want your leg to be nice and straight, and then you're going to kick back using your glutes to pull the leg up, as many reps as you can on each leg. Then we're going to go into straight kickbacks crossover, so you're going to bring the leg over to the other side. You can see me doing it here, like this. Again, as many reps as you can on each leg.
Get my fill. No, do me in the worst way.
Just ignore the writing that comes up on the screen, because as I said before, that is from another workout. You want to do as many reps as you can. And then this is banded squats. So quite simple, squats, banded. If you've got some weights, then hold one in your hand and as many reps as you can.
Just like a pill.
And we're going into clams, so using the glutes to pull that leg up. Don't sway the body, try and keep the body nice and still, just using the glutes to open the leg up, so don't lean back or twist round. And then we're going into static lunges using the core sliders, as many reps as you can on each leg. I will leave a link below with the brand that I've got, which is Beast Gear. And if you use my code Chloe10, you will get 10% off them. They do sell other stuff on their website as well, which is all good lifting equipment. But yeah, so make sure you're pulling up through the front heel to pull that back leg up.
Talk back to you.
Another great exercise are split squats. So you can do these off a chair or a sofa. And you want to use that front heel to push up and squeeze the glute on the way up.
So I choke you down just like a pill.
Then we're going into straight leg kickbacks. So these are at a 45-degree angle, and I've got a band on and ankle weights just to make it that little bit harder. Again, as many reps as you can on each leg.
You like a pill.
Then we're going into donkey kicks, so on all fours using ankle weights and as many reps as you can. So I don't know if you remember the ones we did earlier, they were with a straight leg. So now you've got a bent leg, really squeezing that glute, thinking about that mind-muscle connection.
Don't let me sleep. Never say sorry.
If you're interested in another home glute workout, this is the thumbnail of another one of mine. I will link it below. You'll see some of the exercises in this video were taken from that. But obviously this video has a lot more exercises that you can do, and you can put together and make your own circuit.
Those are the exercises, guys. I hope that it helped you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If it did help you, don't forget to subscribe. The button's below. Leave a comment below, give me your feedback. And like I said, you can always email me if you've got any questions, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram at _chloeinspires_. I do post on there nearly every day. I'm very active on there, so you can DM me over there as well. I hope that helps you guys, and good luck on your glute growing journey. And I will see you guys in next week's video. Bye!